Last time on the Colbys.
I'm glad you showed up.
Oh, we wouldn't have missed this for the world. Sean and I are kind of, getting in the mood.
What makes you think this marriage to Jeff will work out? It didn't before. It's only a matter of time. Before she realizes she's made the same mistake twice. Oh, wait. You'll see. We'll be back together again.
Now your signature, and we're in business. Only if Jason Colby fails to deliver. Of course, of course. I made a deal to guarantee the delivery of my oil, if you can't handle it.
You have a commitment with me you've got to keep.
There wouldn't be an injunction if there hadn't been that oil spill. Powers set up that spill. Can you prove that? I may be ruthless in business, but there is no blood on my hands. Do you understand that?
I understand more than you think.
Jason, do you think there is any magic left between us?
Well, this is hardly the time.
I'd try. Really, I would. I'd forgive Fallon. I'd accept Jeff. Just please don't turn your back on Miles.
This is my son. You better tell me what you're arresting him for.
Murder, Mr. Colby. The murder of William Mahoney.
I didn't do it. I didn't kill him. Hey, wait a minute. You can't leave me here. I want to see my lawyer. I know my rights.
Garrett, I'll meet you there. Yep, right.
I finally got rid of everyone. Wait for me, Jason. I'm coming with you.
No, you can't. Ordinarily, Miles couldn't see anyone but his lawyer. I'm only getting in because I pulled some strings downtown. There's some advantages to being Jason Colby.
Well, that's so unfair after all that's happened to him. He needs us both.
He'll be home soon. Garrett will get him out on bail.
Tonight?
We'll surely try.
Oh, Jason, I'm so frightened.
Don't be. I'll take care of it. Everything.
No, you always have. You'll make sure everything's all right.
I have to go.
I told you before. Mahoney and I got into a fight in the bar. And when I left him, he was alive.
Then the police found his body floating in the harbor.
You sure you didn't see him after you left the bar?
I'm sure. Is that so hard for you to believe?
Look, if Garrett's going to help you, he needs all the facts.
You don't believe me.
I do believe you. You're my son. You're not a killer.
Because I'm your son, right?
Because I know you. I love you.
Then help me. Get me out of here.
As soon as we can. Tonight.
Well, it's not going to be that easy. It's not a parking ticket. It's a murder charge.
Well, if we could get the district attorney to agree to bail, if both sides went to the judge...
That could help, but the trouble is John Moretti's handling this case.
The guy you helped keep out of office.
Moretti and I go back a long way.
Then I better make myself at home.
No, we'll try it anyway. You're not staying in jail, not if I can help it. Hang in, Tiger. toast.
Another one?
To you.
To us. What are you thinking?
I was thinking about Miles. He was fine at the wedding. We had a talk before. It was a good talk.
So did we. I hope he gets over all this.
Well, let's forget about Miles and let's forget about everyone. Let's just think about us. This honeymoon's going to take all our concentration.
You think we'll get it right this time?
No, I think we'll have one hell of a time trying. Which reminds me, I've got a surprise for you.
Oh?
The time was 5 years ago. The place was the Carrington Jet. Nice, but not as nice as the Colby Jet. And the music.
Oh, no!
She loved it the first time.
I was drunk the first time.
Get on your feet. Just don't rock the plane.
I don't want to start on the wrong foot again.
We won't. The only thing we're going to do the same is the tango.
I wasn't ready then. I was too young, selfish.
It went horrible. So horrible I had to marry you again. It'll work out. We both wanted to.
But I just have one thing to say to you.
What's that?
Shut up and throw me a rose.
You're asking me to agree to bail? No, Mr. Colby, I can't do that.
Can't, Mr. Moretti, or won't?
Take your pick.
Because I backed Sullivan for DA in the last election.
It's a free country. You can back anyone you want.
I want my son out of jail.
This is a murder charge.
We're aware of that. It doesn't make bail impossible.
The people of this city take murder very seriously, even if the Colbys don't. You want to wake up a judge tonight and ask for bail, go ahead, but you won't get the prosecution to agree.
My son didn't murder anyone.
You'll have every chance to prove that at a preliminary hearing, not here.
If you're fighting bail tonight, are you going to protest it at the arraignment Monday?
Your lawyer should have advised you. This entire discussion is highly improper, and I don't intend to continue it.
My son is not staying in jail on some phony charge.
That's not up to you. You can buy a candidate, Mr. Colby, but this is a question of justice, and that is not for sale. Now, if you'll excuse me, my family is holding dinner for me.
So help me, Moretti.
You can find the way out.
He's enjoying this.
Don't let him get to you. He's gunning for me, but Miles is taking the heat.
How much longer before we get to Las Vegas?
Too long. I think we should get some rest first. I don't want to have to tell our kids their mother fell asleep at the altar.
I didn't say I was sleepy. I just said I wanted to go to bed.
Oh. Okay, well, maybe we should get a motel. A big king-size bed. All the comforts at home.
Sounds dreamy.
And then tomorrow we get married.
Sold. Let's pick up a bottle of champagne for tonight.
Would you settle for some cheap white wine?
It's okay. The champagne will be my treat.
Picking up the tab already?
I might as well, while I can. When Daddy finds out we're married, he'll cut me off without a cent.
You're giving up a lot for me.
I'm getting a lot. Everything I want, Sean. Everything.
him out on bail.
The assistant DA wouldn't agree to bail. I won't even consider it till the arraignment.
When's that?
Probably Monday.
Oh, God.
How long have you been sitting here?
I don't know. Hours. How is he?
It's taking it pretty well. It'll be okay.
Don't try and spare me, Jason.
No, really. He's fine.
I think of him behind bars. Like some animal.
It's only until Monday morning.
Do you remember when he was about 6? That dreadful nanny locked him in his room. And he cried until we came home and we found him.
Yeah, I remember. He's not 6 anymore. He won't cry.
I kept thinking, now just get through today. Just get Jeff and Fallon married and away, and then I could take care of Miles. Smother him for a while. Take him to New York or somewhere. Just away from all this. But when I think of those men dragging him off like some criminal...
I guess I'm responsible, really.
How?
I sent him down to the docks to check out Mahoney.
Oh, no, you mustn't blame yourself. This is all a terrible mistake. Our son is not a murderer.
You and I know that.
I suppose to some people he may seem hot-headed. Oh, there's so much more behind that front he puts up.
It's a lot like his mother. Behind that front, I found a scared little girl looking for someone to take care of her. Too proud to let on. You haven't let me see much of that little girl lately.
Perhaps you've just stopped looking. But you're right. I'm so scared.
Get him out.
Oh, Jason, please, hold me.
Don't worry. Everything will be all right. I'll take care of it. I promise you.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Did you, talk to Judge Harmon yet?
I just left him in his chambers. We've got the arraignment postponed until tomorrow when he's in session.
Well, does Miles know what we're doing?
Well, Monica's on her way over there now to tell him. Will I see you at the office?
Maybe later. I've got a meeting with our friend, Mr. Powers, first. Yeah. Right, goodbye.
Jason, this is for Miles.
What is it?
Just some clothes for him to wear at the arraignment.
Well, it's not till tomorrow. Garrett got it postponed.
You mean he's going to have to spend another night in jail? Why?
Well, the judge he was scheduled to appear before is no friend of mine. The one set for tomorrow is not biased one way or the other. It's his best chance to get out on bail.
Then I want to see him. Can you arrange it?
Well, I'll try.
Please.
I'll do what I can. Trust me.
Of course I trust you. I always have.
You went behind my back to cut me out of my deal with Blake Carrington.
He wants his oil delivered. Now, if you can't do it, I can.
Don't worry, I'll deliver it. I'm trucking it down from a port up north.
That's going to be mighty expensive for you.
I'll burn the damn oil before I give it to you.
I'll be reasonable, Jason. Let my supertankers bring it into San Miguel. After all, you've still got the pipeline deal. And when the injunction is lifted, it will be business as usual.
Only it won't be lifted. You'll see to that, right?
I assure you I had nothing to do with this injunction. Nothing. The courts are beyond my reach.
Nothing's beyond your reach. Not even my son.
Oh, so that's what this is about, huh? You think I had something to do with Miles' arrest? You're wrong. Believe me.
You believe me. If I find your hand in this, as God is my witness, I'll cut it off.
I mean, I'm stuck in this hellhole for another day and another night.
Miles, we want you to come up before Judge Harmon. Now, he and the DA don't always see eye to eye on things, so we have a better chance for bail.
Dad paid him off?
Daddy doesn't do that. Miles, give him a chance. You know, he's doing everything he can for you.
For me? Or for the family?
Miles, he loves you. I know he doesn't always show it, but believe me, seeing you in here like this, Miles, it's killing him.
Sure. Because he thinks I did it.
Because he knows you didn't.
And what about you? Do you think I could do something like that? Kill somebody?
What are you talking about?
Do you?
Hey, you're the kid who used to cry every time I skinned my knee. A killer? Come on, Miles.
I wonder about myself sometimes.
Look what you've been through. First Fallon, and then Jeff, and now this. It's no wonder that you're down.
It's not that.
It's what?
Nothing.
Miles, stop this brooding and get yourself together. This whole thing will be straightened out, and who knows, someday we may even laugh about this.
Sure. Don't worry about me, Monica. I guess I've been thinking about Fallon and Jeff too much.
I got you.
Don't ever let go. I don't think I've ever been so happy. Think you got something to do with it?
No. It's probably a tropical fever.
Second time around really is better.
One good thing about our past, it's past. As for our future, when we get back, why don't we get a place of our own, away from the family?
You think the time is right? I mean, you just discovered them.
Well, if I found them, they can find me. I was thinking about a weekend hideaway, where we could play house, make babies.
Don't I get a say in that?
Absolutely not. This is between LB and me. He wants to have a little sister.
Well, I vote for a little brother.
You better get ready to cast your ballot.
Lunch is fine, Connie. At 1, I'll meet you there. Bye-bye. Roger. I thought you were flying straight from London to Singapore.
I had to see you first.
Wonderful. The waiting's over. I can leave for Singapore with you.
I think I'm going to turn down the assignment.
Turn it down? Why?
I just don't think we'd be happy there.
They don't want me there, do they?
You know the Foreign Office. This will all blow over.
On top of everything else, I've wrecked your career.
Frankie, I love you. I don't give a damn about the Foreign Office or Singapore. I care about us.
Oh, Roger. I've done something terrible to you. I've used you.
It's Jason, isn't it? You're still in love with him. Frankie, I love you too much to see you do this to yourself. If it's Jason Colby you want, I'll give you your freedom.
Oh, God, I don't know what I want.
God's sake. For once in your life, be honest with yourself, Frankie. You want him, and he wants you. I knew that when the sudden transfer to Singapore came about. Who else would want me there and you here?
No, you're wrong. That's not Jason's style.
Who else has the power?
I know him. He's a good man. He would never do something like that.
Only a woman in love would say a thing like that. You want to end this marriage? I won't stop you. But you do it. I can't.
Sorry, I can't see anyone today.
Any news about Miles?
They won't even let me see him.
He will work out, believe me. Jason has a way of cleaning up his mistakes.
And what does that mean?
Nothing. Just that he did, after all, send Miles down to the waterfront to see Mahoney.
He couldn't possibly have known there was going to be any trouble.
Oh, of course not. I didn't mean Jason intended to put Miles at risk.
No. Jason loves Miles. He doesn't always side with him, I know. He never did, even when he was a child. But that's because Jason wanted him to grow up strong and independent, and you can't blame him for that.
At least you can't.
Zach, it was very, very sweet of you to come and see me, but I am fine.
No, you're not. I know you. You're frightened. You and I, we take our power for granted, and when it slips out of our grasp, that frightens us deeply.
What do you know about being powerless? You've always got everything you wanted.
Except you. Oh, I know how it feels to stand by, helpless. Sabella, please.
Excuse me. Yes. Well, put her on. Monica, you have. Yes, right away. That was my daughter. She's seen Miles, and I have to go and meet her.
May I drive you?
Oh, no, thank you. I am sorry, Zach. I have to go. If only I could be there with him. This must be torture for him.
It's not the Tower of London, Mother. No picnic either, but that's not what's bothering him.
What do you mean?
It's something else, something that's eating at him, wearing him down. Oh, you know how close we are. I've always been able to read Miles, but not this time. This time he's shutting me out.
What do you mean, shutting you out?
Well, it's like he's hiding something. It's scaring him, Mother. I'm not imagining this. I'm sure he's...
The L-card contracts are ready. Shall I bring them in?
No, I'll be right there. I'm sorry, this will just take a second.
Monica, hiding? What could he be hiding?
I don't know.
Drinking is one thing. Brawling like a hooligan is another. What were you thinking of?
You should be proud of me. It was all in defense of the family loot.
Family loot? Oh, Miles, what have you done? Divorce? Oh, I am so sorry.
I just don't see any other solution. Please don't say anything to anyone yet. I need some time to decide what I'm going to do.
Is Roger going back to Singapore?
He has no reason not to now.
Well, what about you?
I don't know. I could go back to London, but maybe I'll just travel for a while.
You do no such thing. You will stay here with your son, his wife, and your grandson.
I would like to be near them for a while. Maybe I could stay here for a few months, find an apartment.
Why, when you have a perfectly good home here? No, no, you will stay with us.
At the house? No. Besides, Sable would never allow it.
You leave Sable to me. It's still my home, too, you know. No, I think that maybe Fallon and Jeff will take the Sunset Suite, and you can have the pool house.
No, it would be better if I find a place of my own.
What would that look like? It would look as though we turned our backs on you, or that you were too ashamed.
I don't care how it looks. Connie, I just don't think...
You will come home where you belong.
You gave me first day, first night. I remember my first sight was a dream come true. Standing looking at you. First kiss, near miss. Never thought I'd be feeling like this. Don't know what to do. 'Cause the feeling's brand new.
Well, it's not the greatest song, but it's not that bad.
Oh, it isn't the song. It's lovely. It really is.
It's your brother. Anything I can do?
Wayne, I really want to be in Boston with you for your eye surgery, but I can't. I can't, not with Miles in trouble like this. I have to stay here with my family.
Well, that's where you should be. But it's nice to know you want to be with me.
Look, just as soon as I can get away, I'll join you.
Hey, you got plenty to worry about right here. I'll be back real soon, and maybe next time I see you will be the first time I see you.
Eric, would you put my portfolio in the living room, please?
Enid, where's that going?
We're making up the pool house, madam.
On whose orders?
Mrs. Patterson's. She says Lady Langdon is coming to live here.
Yes, I invited Francesca here as my guest.
And what about Singapore?
Oh, well, Roger decided to go on ahead and get things settled. And she'll only be here a couple of months.
I see. So you're not satisfied with destroying my son's marriage. You are determined to destroy mine.
I merely extended my hospitality to a member of this family. This is the Colby family residence, remember?
No, you're doing this just to spite me. Just like before, when you invited her son to live here. We all know where that led to.
Yes. Jeff found he had a father, and Jason learned he had another son.
No, Miles lost his wife and landed up in jail.
I had nothing to do with that. I'm as worried about Miles as you are.
She must never set foot in this house.
Well, if you feel that way about it, there is something you can do. Move out.
No, thank you. This is the Colby family house. You said it. Oh, by the way, you know your favorite willow tree? Well, Mr. Milano said it had blight, so I had it chopped down. These things happen with old age. It really improves the view.
What a way to recover from a long car trip.
Feeling rested?
No. Satisfied.
That's better than rested anytime. Here.
Sort of a funny-looking diamond.
A ring. I know that means so much to you.
That's why you should have it.
Oh, my God, that's Miles.
In Los Angeles yesterday, Miles Colby, Playboy son of billionaire Jason Colby, was arrested on suspicion of murder. Police say Colby was involved in a brawl with Bill Mahoney, an engineer for Colby Marine, whose body was found in San Miguel Harbor 4 weeks ago. On the local scene, residents of a 3-block...
Bliss, I'm sorry.
Sean, I've got to go home right now.
But wait, what about our wedding?
My brother's in trouble. The wedding will have to wait.
Bliss, but we've come all this way.
Sean, I have got to go home.
I don't understand. What's supposed to happen in Singapore before you join Roger?
There are some things that Roger and I have to work out before I make a decision about Singapore. Don't press me, Jason, please. I'm just going to stay in Los Angeles for a while.
I can't say I'm sorry to hear that.
Connie has invited me to stay at the house. The pool house will be free, she says.
You going to accept?
I don't know. There's something I need to know. Tell me the truth. Did you pull any strings to get Roger transferred to Singapore?
What?
Were you behind it?
No. You know better than that.
Yes, I do. I'm sorry. I just had to hear you say it.
You think somebody interfered?
I'm sure of it. So is Roger.